Sorry,
So,
teacher.
hi.
Sorry, you have a lot of noise, but it's okay now.
Ah, there was a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Ah, okay,
No,
sorry about
it's okay now.
that. Ah, it's okay. Okay.
Oh, start again. I don't know.
Okay. No, I was just introducing myself. So, let's see. Ali, it's nice to have you in class. We've met before. Um,
Yeah.
and then I see some new faces. So, Adan,
Hi,
hi, how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you very much. A
Good.
bit, it's a sunny day in Spain today.
A sunny day in Spain. It is. I'm in Spain also, actually.
All right, nice.
Yeah, I live in Barcelona.
Oh, it's a great city. I
Yeah,
like it very much.
I like it too.
I will go to a wedding in Barcelona in September,
And where do you live in Spain?
in Zaragoza.
Ah, okay. Very cool. Well, nice to meet you.
Yes.
And then we have Arza.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. Where are you calling from?
I'm from Mexico.
From Mexico. Okay.
Yeah,
Great to have you here.
thank you.
And then we have Jocelyn. Hi.
Hi, teacher.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Where are you calling from?
I live France,
Ah,
exactly in Normandy.
okay, great. Well, nice to meet you. Matt, I know. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Kate.
Nice to see
Nice.
you.
It's okay. It's okay. Nice. Thank you.
Okay. And Owner. Hi. Owner.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
thank you. What about you?
Good. Good, thanks. Where are you
Okay,
calling from?
I'm from Turkey.
Ah, from Turkey. Very cool.
Yes.
Okay, well, it's great to have you all here. I think a few more students will join us later, but for now, I'll introduce the class. So today, we're going to practice on different aspects of English pronunciation. So we'll work on stressing the right syllable, right? So we'll practice making sure we know which syllable is the one that we stress, because that can make a big difference in whether people understand you or not. And then we will work uh, on some sounds that are difficult to distinguish for non-native speakers and things like that. We'll also practice different intonations. So for instance, in English, when we ask a question, our voice rises at the end, right? Things like that that just help you to sound like a more fluent and more natural speaker. Okay, and so for this exercise to really benefit you, I need a lot of participation from the class. Okay?
Okay.
Great.
Okay.
So any questions before we get started?
No question.
No questions. Okay. And if at any point I'm speaking too quickly or you don't understand something, please stop me and just say, Kate, can you slow down? Or Kate, can you explain that again? Okay? All right.
That's okay, teacher.
Great. Okay, and we have had one more person join us. Hector? Hector? Okay, well, nice to have you here, and just follow along with us. So I'm going to share my screen with you so you can see the different words that we will be practicing. All right, and so a lot of these exercises will be first listening to the way I pronounce things, and then trying to imitate the way I sound, essentially to repeat after me. All right.
Hello, teacher.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. What about you?
Very good, thank you. Okay, so Let's see if I can make this a bit bigger. Okay, can you see this?
Yes, I see.
Okay, is it difficult to see with the font, or is it okay?
The font, it's okay for me.
Okay, good. All right. And someone just joined us, I saw. Abdallah. Okay.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
Good. Doing very well, thank you. Okay, so we're just about to get started with our pronunciation activities. Okay, the first few exercises will be working on stress. Okay? So if everyone can look at exercise number 1, I'm going to read these words, all of which have their stress at the beginning of the word. Okay, so I'm going to read the word, and then I will ask some of you to repeat the words after me. Okay? So, pilot,
Pilot.
airline. Sorry, I'll read them
Okay.
once, and then I'll have you repeat them. Thanks. Pilot, airline, dentist, clinic, office, driver. Okay, so now everyone repeat after me. Okay? Pilot,
Pilot.
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 airline,
Airline.
Airline.
good. Dentist,
Dentist.
Dentist.
clinic,
Clinic.
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 office,
Office.
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 good. Driver.
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 Okay, very good. All right, so in English, as you know, we don't have any accents, right? And sometimes it is difficult to know where we put the stress on the word. But it's something that comes with practice. Okay, so all of those words had the stress on the first syllable. Now let's practice some words that have the stress on the second syllable. Okay, so this time I want you to repeat after me from the beginning. Okay, so I'll read one word and you repeat after me. Tai Chi.
Tai Chi.
Tai Chi.
Good. Guitar.
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 Before.
Before.
Japan.
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 Taiwan.
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 Good. And routine.
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 Okay, good. So, any questions about those words? Is it easy to hear the difference in how we stress the words? Can you
Yes.
hear the difference?
Yes.
Yes, right? Okay. So it didn't sound like people had problems with those. Now, I want you to listen again and repeat the words. All of the words except for one have the stress at the beginning. And I want you to tell me which word is different. Okay, so first we will practice them. So repeat after me. Yoga,
Yoga.
Yoga.
German,
German.
Chinese,
Chinese.
soccer,
Soccer.
Soccer.
Monday,
Monday.
baseball.
Monday.
Baseball.
Baseball.
Okay, good. So which word is different?
The last one. Baseball.
No, in English we say baseball.
Baseball.
So in Spanish, right, the second syllable is stressed. In
Chinese.
baseball.
Chinese.
Yeah, good. So this one, Chinese.
Yeah. The second syllable is stressed.
Good. So we stress this part, Chinese.
Yeah.
So German, Chinese. Okay? So it's a subtle difference, but it's an important one. Okay. So, any questions about that?
Yeah, teacher, for the last word, the pronunciation is baseball or baseball? I can hear it.
Something strange is happening with my volume. Okay, the pronunciation is baseball.
Okay.
Baseball. No
Baseball.
Okay, good. And so it's different from in Spanish, right? Where in Spanish the second syllable is stressed. And the same with, so another thing to note, football, right? We stress the first syllable of football. So just remember that. Okay, so now we're going to do a similar activity. Essentially, it's the opposite, right? So I want you to repeat these words after me. The stress comes in the second syllable, but again, one word is different. And I want you to tell me which one is different. Okay, so repeat after me. Unkind.
Unkind.
TV.
TV.
CD.
CD.
Honest.
Honest.
Yourself.
Yourself.
Below.
Below.
Okay, great. So, which one is different?
The first?
First.
Unkind.
No, not.
So listen, I will read them again by myself. Okay, so just listen. Unkind. TV. CD. Honest. Yourself. Below.
Honest?
Yourself.
Honest. It's honest. Okay? All right.
Okay.
It's tricky. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I can exaggerate it a bit more to make it clear. So we have unkind, TV, CD, honest, right? So in honest, we're stressing the first syllable. And then it's yourself and below, okay? So another important but small difference. Okay, questions about this?
No.
All right. Feel free if you have questions to just interrupt, okay? All right, so moving on. Now, instead of talking about syllables, we'll be talking about some sounds that sound similar. Okay, so here in exercise 5, we're going to try to listen to the difference between the ending E and ing. E and ing. Okay, sometimes it can be difficult to tell these, to differentiate, to hear the difference between these sounds, or rather to produce these sounds differently, because they do sound somewhat similar. Okay, so again, I want you to repeat after me. Okay, sunny.
Sunny.
Foggy.
Foggy.
Breezy.
Breezy.
Raining.
Raining.
Cloudy.
Cloudy.
Snowing.
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 No.
Okay, good. So if I say the word jumping, does that end with ing or with y?
ing.
ing.
Good. Okay. What about climbing?
ing.
ing. Good. Okay. What about fishy?
y.
Why?
Okay, great. Great. Okay, so you can hear the difference. Okay, very good. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to keep moving through these exercises on different pronunciation activities. If you want me to stop and practice something over again, just stop me. Okay? So let's look at the next one. So here, we're going to practice questions. Okay, and this is important because the way we ask questions is very different in different languages, right? And in English, with many questions, we have a rising intonation. Okay, what does it mean for a sentence to have a rising intonation? Does anyone know?
Yeah. Your voice goes up at the end.
Yeah, essentially. So I think the arrows make it pretty clear, right? Your voice starts lower and goes higher as the sentence finishes. Okay? So I want you to listen to these questions and notice that these are yes or no questions. With other types of questions, we sometimes use this type of intonation, but not always. This is important, however, because yes or no questions are very, very common. Okay, so just listen the first time. Do not repeat. I want you to just listen. Is this Station Road? Do I go straight ahead? Is it on the left? Do I turn right? Okay. And so a problem that a lot of English speakers have when learning other languages is that we tend to do this rising intonation in the other languages. And that's one way people say, oh, that's a foreigner, right? That's a native English speaker. So if you can manage to do this correctly in English, you will sound a lot more natural. And people will know just from the tone of your voice that you're asking a question. Okay, so I want to practice this one individually. All right, so I'm going to ask one person to repeat after me. Okay, Matt, would you like to start?
Okay.
Good, okay. Is this Station Road? Repeat.
Is this Station Road?
Good, okay, very good. Let's see, who else do we have here? Ali, is this Station Road?
Is this Station Road?
Good. Okay, who else? We have Jocelyn. Is this Station Road?
Is this Station Road?
Good. Great. Okay, and now everyone together. Is this Station Road?
Is this
Station
Road?
Okay, great. I like that. I hear the tone going up on the road. Excellent. Okay, let's see. Hector, do I go straight ahead?
Do I go straight ahead?
Great. Erza, do I go straight ahead?
Do I go straight ahead?
Very good. Owner, do I go straight ahead?
Do I go straight ahead?
Good. Do I go straight ahead?
Do I go straight ahead?
Very good. Okay, better that time. All right, everyone, do I go straight ahead?
Do I go
I go
straight
straight
ahead?
Okay, good. All right. So, I think that was good. I couldn't really tell with everyone. Okay, so let's see. We'll do a few more of these. So, Jocelyn, is it on the left?
Is it on the left?
Good. Matt, is it on the left?
Is it on the left?
Great. Hector, is it on the left?
Is it on the left?
Okay, very good. Owner, do I turn right?
Do I turn right?
Erza, do I turn right?
Do I turn right?
Ali, do I turn right?
Do I turn right?
Perfect. Okay, so it seems like everyone has the hang of this. Okay, so I want to practice this a bit. So I want everyone to ask one of your classmates a yes or no question. And I want you to practice using this rising intonation. Okay, so you have to think of a yes or no question to ask one of your classmates. Who would like to start? Anyone?
Choose you. Choose you. Okay.
All right. Did you say yes, Matt?
Okay. Well,
Okay.
good.
So a yes or no question. Who would you like to ask?
Sorry, I not understand. I asked you question.
No, you ask one of your classmates a yes or no question. A
But
question where the
but in
answer
this
is sorry.
sorry, but in this question is the station road? Do I go straight ahead?
You think of a question. So you could
Ah,
say
okay. I think a question. Okay.
yes.
Okay. Okay. And I asked the class. Okay.
Yes. Or choose one of your classmates.
Okay. Okay. I think. Um, mm, is this office postal road?
Okay. Repeat the question. Is this
Is
office?
is this a postal office road?
Okay. So is this what do you mean? If this is the road where the postal office is located?
Yes.
Okay, so I would say, is the post office on this road?
On this road? Okay.
Okay, good. A good example. Okay, so let's see. Who else can ask a yes or no question?
Okay, I can ask.
Okay. Go ahead.
Um, are you wearing shirt?
Good. Are you wearing a shirt?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Right, so notice that her voice went up. So let's see. Ali, do you like cats?
Yes.
Okay, did you hear that? Do you like cats? Right, my voice goes up at the end. Again. Ali, can you ask Jocelyn a yes or no question?
Okay. Jocelyn, can I borrow your pen?
Yes. No, I can't.
No, you can't.
Why?
Because it is very difficult.
Good. Okay. Good point. All right, Jocelyn, why don't you ask Hector a yes or no question?
Can you give me advice?
Good.
Yes, I can.
Good. Can you give me advice? Perfect. And Hector, you ask Honor a yes or no question.
Yes. Is this a bus station?
Yes.
Very good. Is this the bus station?
Yes.
Very good. Okay, and Honor, you ask Matt a question.
Okay. Do you have a daughter?
Matt?
Sorry, repeat question, please.
Okay. Do you have a daughter?
Ah, okay. No, I don't have.
Good.
Okay.
Okay, and Matt, when you said repeat question, please. So this is, you could ask that using a yes or no question. So how would you say that? Instead of saying repeat the question, please, you could say,
Okay.
can you repeat the
Can
question?
you repeat? Okay, I said just repeat question. Okay, can you repeat question, please?
Okay, but remember, this is a yes or no question, right? So how should your intonation change? Can you repeat the question?
Can you repeat the question?
Good. So your intonation is going up. Can you repeat the question? Okay. Good. So any questions about those questions?
No, that's clear.
No questions.
No.
Very good. No questions. Okay. We've been looking at two-syllable words. Okay, now we're going to practice it with longer words. So here, we have different 3-syllable words where this is at the beginning. So I just want you to repeat these words after me. Relatives.
We can't
Relatives.
hear you well, teacher. Your sound is cutting out.
It's cutting out. Okay,
Yeah.
can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, I heard you.
Okay, good.
But sometimes I heard now I heard
Yeah.
disturbance. Oh my God.
It's my
Yeah.
speaker?
I don't know.
It must be. Okay. All right. Well, I'll try to control that. Can you hear me all right now?
Now, all
Yes.
right.
Okay. Sorry about that. All right. So, repeat. Relatives.
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 Exercise.
Exercise.
Babysit.
Babysit.
Overtime.
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 Good. Bicycle.
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 Good. And Saturday.
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 Okay. Good.
Teacher,
So
sorry.
yeah.
Can you repeat the word babysit or babysit?
Babysit.
Set.
Babysit.
Okay.
So this
Thank
is the I sound, right?
Mhm.
It's not
Yeah.
E, it's I. Babysit. I.
Thank you, teacher.
No problem. All right. So now we have 3-letter words where the stress is in the middle. So again, I just want you to repeat after me. Computer.
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 Recorder.
Recorder.
Ambitious.
Ambitious.
Romantic.
Romantic.
Aerobics.
Aerobics.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Okay, very good. So one
Teacher,
thing to
could
note.
you repeat
Yes.
how do you pronounce aerobics?
Aerobics.
Aerobics.
Aerobics. So if you look at computer, recorder, aerobics, right? The E sounds in these words. Hold on. So here, these E sounds are not on the stressed syllable, right? Computer, recorder, aerobics. So the E is not in the part of the word that we stress. And when that happens, we tend to use, the E is pronounced as a schwa, right? As the neutral vowel. So we don't say computer, we say computer. Recorder, aerobics, right? So here we're really not pronouncing the E like a true E. We're pronouncing it like the schwa, the neutral vowel. Okay, so let's practice this a little bit. Let's see, Jocelyn, computer.
Computer.
Okay, good. Owner, computer.
Computer.
Good, computer. And if you'll notice also, a lot of times we pronounce the T's, especially in American English, more as a D, right? So we don't say computer, we just say computer. Computer. Okay. Questions?
Is more like R, no? In this case.
The T?
Yeah. Computer.
Computer. Duh. It's more like a D. We don't say computer.
I hear.
Okay. No, so it's a difficult sound. Depending on your native language, R's can be
Yes.
difficult, right?
For
So
Spanish, is like R.
yeah, But in so we have so the D sound in English is
Yeah.
very pronounced, right? Recorder. And so here the T in computer. Well, if I say it slowly, I pronounce it as a T. But speaking normally, I would just say computer. So for us, it sounds more like a D, computer. So,
I have a question, Kate.
yes.
What does it mean, ambitious?
Ambitious is an adjective, and it describes someone who works very hard, who is very goal-oriented.
Give me an example.
Yes, sure. So imagine you have a friend who studied very hard at university, had the best grades in his college, and worked, a ton of internships, right? Practicing, applied for the best job he could find at the top law firm in New York when he finished, and is now working, 13 hours per day.
Okay, someone would want more things.
Yeah,
okay?
they have very
more successful. Okay.
Yeah, they want to be successful.
Okay.
They have very high goals, right?
Okay.
So he wants to be the CEO of the company, right? And so he's working very
It's a
hard.
similar in Italian.
Okay, good. All right, great. Other questions?
No.
Okay. So, now in exercise 9, I want you to repeat the words after me. And afterwards, I want you to tell me, we'll go through the words, and I want you to tell me if the stress is at the beginning or at the end. Okay, so repeat. Camping.
Camping.
Relax.
Relax.
Hotel.
Hotel.
Temple.
Temple.
Hiking. Behind.
Behind.
All right, so in camping, where is the stress?
Camp.
Camp.
Camping.
Camp.
At the end.
In the beginning.
Yeah.
Camping. So here we emphasize the first part of the word. Camping. And
Camping.
with gerunds, these words that end in ing, it's always the first syllable that will be stressed. Okay, so camping, right? The camp is stressed.
Camping.
Hiking, another ing word. The hi is stressed. Hiking. Good, hiking. Another example. So if you look at different gerunds, for instance, running, right? We stress the first syllable. Running. Swimming. Good. Okay, so you will never hear swimming, right? You will never hear that. When you have ing, it's always the other syllable that is stressed. So running, swimming, okay? Good.
Okay.
So we said it was the first syllable for camping. What about relax?
Relax.
At the beginning.
Second syllable.
Relax.
I think lax because
Yeah, it's the second part. Good. Relax.
Because relax.
Yes, relax. Okay, good. Hotel.
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 Ho.
It's not hotel, it's hotel.
Second.
The second one, right? You can hear the difference. If we put the stress on the first syllable, it would sound like hotel. But we say hotel,
Hotel.
hotel. Okay. Temple,
Pole.
Pole.
First.
temple.
At the
Tam.
end.
Tam.
On the temple,
Tam.
temple.
Temple.
Because we don't say temple,
Tam.
we say temple. Okay. Next, hiking.
High.
Hike.
Yeah,
Hi.
good. So as we said, it's on the first syllable. Very good. And behind,
Hind.
Second syllable.
the second syllable.
Hind.
Don't worry, this is very tricky. Okay?
Yeah.
It just takes practice, right? It's something that you have to sort of train your ears to hear. Okay, so so a way to sort of think about it is to stress both syllables. So imagine we stress the first syllable. It would sound like behind, behind, right? And that's not what we say in English. We stress the second syllable and say behind, behind, or behind. Again, if there's an E that is in an unstressed syllable, right, because this hind is the syllable that we stress, we can pronounce the E as a neutral vowel. So behind, behind,
Hind.
behind. Okay, questions? All right. So don't feel discouraged if you think this is difficult. It's really just a matter of practice, okay? And listening a lot and repeating when you hear native speakers. Okay. So now we have some more questions. So which type of questions were we practicing before? Which type of questions did we practice earlier?
Yes or no questions.
Yes or no questions. Good. And did they have a rising intonation or a falling intonation?
Rising.
Rising. Rising.
Right. Right? Okay, great. So, the difference, there's a difference with questions that start with the WHs, so who, what, where, when, why, and how. Okay, so we say the 5 W's, who, what, where, when, why, and how. So questions that start with these question words actually have a falling intonation, right? So instead of going up at the end, we go down at the end. Okay, so when you're thinking about asking a question, if you know which type of question you're asking, you can use this knowledge to help properly, or to help use a proper intonation in your sentence. So listen and repeat. How do you make a pizza?
How do
How do
you
you make a pizza?
How do you make a pizza?
Where can I put my suitcase?
Where can
Where
I
Where
put
can I
my
put my
suitcase?
suitcase?
Good. When can I take a shower?
When can I
When
take
can
a
I
Take
shower?
a shower.
What are you doing on Monday?
What are you
What
doing?
are you
What are you
doing
doing
on
on
Monday?
Monday?
Okay. And I think this one is more difficult to hear, right? With the rising intonation, it's more clear. With these, it's a little bit more flexible, but you still start higher. So, how do you make a pizza? How do you make a pizza? And notice that when we say do, we don't say, how do you make a pizza? We say, how do you, or even, make a pizza. So, how do you make a pizza? How do you make a pizza? Okay, so let's see. Matt, can you practice? How do you make a pizza?
How do you make a pizza?
Good. Jocelyn, how do you make a pizza?
How do you make a pizza?
Good. Owner, how do you make a pizza?
How do you make a pizza?
Good. Perfect. Okay. Who else? Urza, where can I put my suitcase?
Where can I put my suitcase?
Good. And again, as you'll notice, instead of saying where can I, we say where can I? I don't know even how to write that phonetically, but where can I put my suitcase? Ali, where can I put my suitcase?
Where can I put my suitcase?
Good. And Hector, where can I put my suitcase?
Where can I put my suitcase?
Okay, very good. All right, so this is definitely a bit more difficult. Do you have questions about this? Okay. So that, again, is a matter of practice. Okay, so this is a very tricky exercise. Exercise number 11. This is something that a lot of learners have trouble with, which is the difference between a D sound and a T sound. So here, these words are all verbs, right? All of these words are verbs. What type of verbs are these?
Regular?
Regular.
They're regular, okay. And what tense are they in?
Past.
Simple.
Past.
Excellent, right? They're regular verbs in the simple past, which means we add ed.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So sometimes, even though we spell these words with D, sometimes we pronounce the D or the ed as more of a T. So here are two examples. So one word that's pronounced with id is started. Started. Whereas missed is pronounced like a T sound. Missed.
Yeah.
Okay, can you hear the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I want you to first repeat these words after me. Started.
Started.
Missed.
Missed.
Worked.
Worked.
Words.
Waited.
Waited.
Needed.
Needed.
Yeah.
Baked.
Baked.
Okay. So I want you to try to put these words in the two different categories. Okay, so listen again and think to yourself, think about which words go in the id category and which words go in the t category. Okay, so just listen. Started.
It.
Missed.
Ed.
Okay, don't tell me. Think to yourself first. Okay,
Okay.
no worries. Missed. Worked. Waited. Needed. Baked. Okay, so started we know ends with, it's the sound we make is d. Started. D. Okay, and missed we know ends with a T sound.
T.
Right? It's almost like we pronounce this as
Missed.
missed, right? Missed.
Missed.
Missed. Okay.
Missed.
What about the next one? Worked,
T.
T.
right? Worked. Waited.
ID.
Ed.
ID.
D, right? Waited. Needed.
ID.
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 Good. Needed. Good. ID. And baked,
T.
T.
right? Again, so baked we pronounce as Baked. Baked. Okay. Good. All right, questions about this? Okay, so I'm going to say a few other words, some past regular verbs in the past tense, and I want you to tell me which category they go in. Okay. Jumped.
T.
T.
Good. Ended.
ID.
Did.
ID.
Did.
ID, right? Ended. Finished.
D.
T.
T. Finished. T. Called.
ID.
ID.
Call.
Called.
D, no?
Yeah, with D. Called. Okay, good.
It's different, no, teacher? Because it's T, D, and ID. It call, I think, is D.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so it's a D sound, but it's not an ID sound. You're absolutely right. It's not
It's
called.
her less I.
It's more or less called. It's more or less actually a T, called. Called.
Called.
Yeah, called. Okay, that's a tricky one. All right, jumped.
T.
T.
Right? Okay, perfect. Good. Okay. So we're going to do a few more exercises. I know it's been a lot. Okay, and your mouth should hurt by the end of this class. If your mouth hurts by the end of this class, that's a good thing. All right. So again, another tricky difference is between and sh. Okay? And sh. S and SH. Okay, and this obviously depends on what your native language is. Things can be more or less difficult, right? But and sh can be tricky. So listen and repeat after me. Souvenirs.
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 Shower.
Shower.
Sunbathed.
Sunbathe.
Sunbathe.
Seafood.
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 Shoes.
Shoes.
Good.
Shopping.
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 Okay, great. So I think this one should be obvious because of the spelling, right? So souvenirs is just simply an S sound, whereas shower is an SH,
SH.
right? Okay, so what about sunbathe?
S.
S.
Sunbathe. And here, are we pronouncing this with a D or a T?
Sunbathed.
T.
T.
T. Good. Sunbathed. Sunbathed. Okay, it's a T. What about seafood?
S.
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 Good. Shoes.
SH.
SH.
CH.
And shopping.
SH.
SH.
SH. Okay, great. What about shell?
S.
S.
No, shell.
Ah, shall, sorry.
SH.
Good. Cell.
S.
Right? So can you hear the difference? Shell and cell. Right? So shell, cell. Shell, cell. So a shell, right, is something you find on the beach, and cell is when you give away an object in exchange for money. Shell, cell. Okay. What about sip?
S.
S.
Ship,
SH.
SH.
right? Okay, so sip. Ship, SH, is a boat, right?
And
And
sip.
sip. Ship and sip. Okay.
Sip.
Sip is when you take a small drink of something.
Ah, I don't know. I learning a new word. I don't know.
Good. I'm glad. That's what I'm here for. Okay, so
Sorry,
yeah.
teacher. I think the microphone of Mateo is bad because only when he's talk.
Oh,
Yeah, but I think it's the microphone.
Okay, it might be.
my microphone? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It's making a little bit of static, but it's only when you speak, so no worries. Okay. Thank you for pointing that out. Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay, so for the rest of class, I just want to practice a few sounds that are difficult. Spanish speakers, these can be especially difficult for you. I know this from working with Spanish students, so it will definitely be good practice. Okay, so. Okay, so can anyone? All right, can anyone try to read these 4 words?
No. I in Spanish.
I didn't mean to make you feel bad from the beginning. You may very well pronounce them well, but I just know that some Spanish students I have trouble. Okay, try ahead. Try. Go ahead.
Okay. Ship, sheep, chip, cheap.
Very good. Okay, so with ship, we have the I sound. I.
Yeah.
Whereas with sheep, we have the E sound. Okay, so everyone listen. Just listen first. Ship, sheep. Chip, cheap. Okay, so repeat after me. Ship, sheep, chip, cheap.
Ship,
sheep,
Chip, sheep, chip, cheap.
Chip,
Okay.
sheep.
I heard a lot of chip, 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 chip.
Yeah.
Let's try this one at a time. So really with the, actually I want you to see my face when I pronounce these, okay? This might help you. So, okay, hello again. So when you are pronouncing the difference, the I versus EE, you can really see the difference in your mouth. So ship, sheep. Repeat after me. Ship, sheep.
Ship, sheep.
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 Ship,
Okay.
sheep.
Good. So Hector, ship, sheep.
Sheep, sheep.
I heard sheep, sheep. Ship, sheep. So when I'm doing the E, the double E, like in sheep, my mouth goes into a smile. Sheep. But when I'm doing that ugly I sound, my mouth is like ship. Okay? So it's kind of an unpleasant
Teacher.
sound. Yes.
I don't know, but I have, or do you have a delay with the picture? Because I heard first and then I see you mouth.
Okay. There might be a delay. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Okay, so anyway, I'll put it back on the words, but just remember that when I say the double E, it's sheep, like this. And the I sound
Sheep.
is My mouth opens vertically. With the E, it's like this. With the I, it's Okay,
Sheep.
so
Sheep.
Erza, can you try ship, sheep?
Ship, sheep.
Sheep. Sheep.
Okay, good. Erza, one more time.
Ship, sheep.
Ship, sheep.
Erza first and then you, okay? So, Erza, go ahead.
Okay. Can you repeat the pronunciation, please?
Ship, sheep.
Sheep. Sheep.
Good, very good. Okay, Matt, ship, sheep.
Ship, sheep.
Very good. Jocelyn, ship, sheep.
Ship, sheep.
Very good. And Ali, ship, sheep.
Ship, sheep.
Very good. Hector, ship, sheep.
Sheep, sheep.
Okay, very good. Better. Okay, and we also have the difference between sh and ch. So SH and CH. So sheep, cheap.
Cheap, cheap.
Cheap. Can you hear the difference?
Cheap, cheap.
No.
Okay, so yeah, especially for you guys, some people say, what I hear a lot is cheap, cheap, right?
Cheap, cheap.
So
Same as the boom.
No,
Cheap,
it's different. Okay, so what I hear, instead of SH, the really problematic sound is the SH, right? The CH is okay. The SH can be more difficult. So listen, sheep, 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 sheep.
Sheep, sheep.
Okay, Matt, say it again.
Sheep, cheap.
Sheep, cheap.
Sheep, cheap.
Okay, almost. Good. Jocelyn, sheep, cheap.
Sheep, sheep.
Very good. Hector, sheep, sorry. Sheep, cheap.
Sheep, cheap.
Good. Okay, very good. Elsa, sheep, cheap.
Sheep, cheap.
Very good. Excellent. And Ali, sheep, cheap.
Sheep, cheap.
Okay. So I think those four, actually let's do one more. Everyone repeat. Ship, sheep, chip, cheap.
Sheep, cheap,
Sheep,
cheap.
sheep, sheep.
Cheap, cheap.
Okay, so your homework is to practice repeating those four words. Okay, repeating ship, sheep, chip, cheap until you can hear.
Sheep, sheep.
Sheep,
Good.
sheep,
Until you
sheep,
can
sheep.
hear and pronounce
Sheep, 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 sheep.
with no problem. Okay, I'm going to write this in the chat box actually. Ship, sheep, chip. Okay, and I will post the material in the. I will attach it to the class in a document. So if you want to review the exercises and practice them, you can. So I will attach the document to the class description. Okay. So any questions before we go?
No, thank you.
No,
Okay.
thank you, teacher.
Thank you all very much for coming to class. As always, if you have questions, feel free to send me a message to my Verbling page, and I will try to help you out. Okay? Otherwise, very good work. Remember to keep practicing your pronunciation, and have a great day or a great night.
Thank
Okay?
you, teacher.
Thank you,
Sheep,
teacher.
sheep.
Bye-bye.
Take
Bye,
care.
bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.